Hello, high flyers, and welcome to February 13th. Today, I ask you to, work through the fears and destructive behaviors that are blocking you from open-heartedness and, to release the mental patterns, to part ways with outdated mental patterns, part ways with outdated mental patterns. I'm Anthony, Empathic Elevator, and we're here to tune on to the signs, signals, and synchronicities of your ascension period, and to work on turning on that divine light inside of you to open you up to more knowing, seeing, more enlightenment. With 111 on the timer, what do we have for the viewer today? Ascended Masters, Angel Spirits, and Guides. 3 aspects today of transition, devotion, and shadow with the Devil card. Shadow with the Devil card, and our transitions with the number 6 of Swords. Y'all know we're in Aquarius season here. Air sign, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. What else do we have for the viewer today? What do we need to know, see, and hear? Spirit, what else do we have for the viewer today? And final cards, as well as underlying energies. What do we have? Underlying energy for today is meditation. Doing a little shadow work through meditation. Tune into that shadows that come up. And tune into the devotions. Surrendering into this place of release so we can let go of those old mental patterns. Meditation brings us into this place of being able to channel this light, or channel a connection that is connected to the heavens and the earth, that is both grounded and open to higher knowing, and meditate daily to allow universal wisdom to flow through me. You're being asked, guided to open up to the flow of universal wisdom through the crown chakra, and to bring in some love and compassion with our pink and purple colors standing out. Developing this relationship with meditation as well, it being the number 2 card. Our first card underneath, our first card out, water elemental. With 11, finding alignment through your intuition and discovering what's in these depths, these shadows, shining a light on the shadows, bringing light to the depths, bringing enlightenment to the process as well, through meditation, through connecting through our intuition. Again, finding that flow. You can call on the mermaids and the dolphins to help you to tune into that crystalline grid, the crystalline you. I allow body, mind, and spirit to flow intuitively through the changes in life. So you kind of open that door, that saying, to embracing changes. Feeling we got the embracing change card, or that goes with releasing and going through these process of meeting our shadows accepting them and releasing them. Gratitude. So I look up, it was 5:05 on the timer. Fives again are about embracing changes that are necessary. Gratitude is a foundation. The number 4. Will you find it in you to erect this vortex of gratitude? To sit in a circle of gratitude, even perhaps creating a circle out of crystals or stones. I'm grateful for everyone and everything in my life and the lessons each bring, including the shadows, including the bumps along the way with the projects and the relationships we've decided to devote ourselves to. Perhaps we're even afraid of what opening up to gratitude would bring us. Like wisdom with air elemental. Spirit wants you to open up to the wisdom that's in the air during this air sign. Aquarius, providing this folding, this temperance, pulling out the shadows, the tempering of Aquarius, the water bearer, pouring the cups into one each other, is a metaphor for bringing emotions out of the depths and pouring light back into those places. I embrace the element of air and I'm open to all knowledge and wisdom. So when it comes to Aquarius and dealing with emotions, even though it is a water, screwed them all up there. Even though it is an air sign, it has the element of water because it connects us to our emotions through our mentality, through our mental patterns. Embracing the wisdom that can be seen, the silver lining to these mental patterns. Utilizing the third eye chakra during meditation. Tune in to these devotions, to these visions, to the vision we wish to create, to see what serves us more clearly and to see what does not. 24 on the card, making 6, reminding us of that idea of devotion. I see the wisdom of my higher self and I apply this wisdom in my life. In my life. For some reason, emphasizing my life. Yeah, it's not about trying to control or inflict our knowing on other people's lives. Heart chakra. 2 very cards we talked about with meditation. Utilizing our ability to see what serves us, to see what's in our heart space. You're being invited to get connected to this heart space, the seat of unconditional love, the heart chakra. We have 2 heart chakras. This upper heart chakra is that patterning of unconditional love. I love myself and others unconditionally and nurture loving relationships through gratitude. And as connected to knowing, to the wisdom, sharing it with gratitude, sharing about the lessons we've learned, releasing any sense of shame. For in the sharing, we help others again and again and again. We also help ourselves to release. Reach out. Reach out and share what you've learned. Share what it's taken to follow these devotions, to overcome your shadows, and reach out to someone if we feel overwhelmed by these mental patterns today. Reach out for help. Reach out for more clarity with the third eye. I reach out my hand and my heart to connect and unite all of humanity. You reaching out for help in this instance reaching out to those you wish to be connected with more deeply, more devoutly, and a sense of wanting to be more connected to you helps the whole to be connected. When we are connected personally, we help the whole collective to be more connected. Our final card from this deck, release. Release so you can find alignment. And 29 making 28. Sorry, making 10, helping you to awaken spirit within that number 1, to complete the cycles. I release that which does not serve my higher purpose with gratitude and love, bringing in that essence of gratitude, releasing ourselves into the flow through love, through that heart space, being grateful for everything and everyone in our life and the lessons each bring, and reaching out if we need to help us to release these patterns. Angel spirits and guides, send masters and ancestors. What do we have for the viewer meow? That's, from the Abraham Hicks, asking it is given deck. What else do we have for the beautiful viewer today? What else do we have? We need to know, see, and hear. And the final card out here will be first I seek joy and all else follows. So are we devoting ourselves to this well-being? Do we devote ourselves to this path of joy, of reaching for joy, and finding this release in a space of joy in the heart? 1, 2, 3, 4 on the timer, reminded us to take actions daily, one step at a time, to seek for that joy in that heart space and to nurture your feelings, that sacral chakra energy, so we can speak our truth. Blue skies behind. First I seek joy and all else follows. Since your feeling of joy is your indication of your connection with your source, you have achieved your connection. Once you have achieved joy, you have achieved your connection with source. And under these circumstances, all that is good follows. So achieving that connection, meditating daily. Desire is the beginning of all creation. This is that non-point energy. Allowing yourself to be fresh today, to be cleansed, to release what no longer serves us. And release yourself into this new beginning, allowing yourself to create, to dance in this knowing that your desires are the beginning of creation. They create these ripples. It's asking you to dance with the cycles of life, to dance with your desire. In allowing your desire to come to you, you not only gain the satisfaction of having received it, you also gain a whole new perspective from which to desire more. And as it comes to transitioning, it's asking us to transition, to find a new perspective, knowing that our desires are the beginning of something new. There's so much to create, so much wisdom to be gained with air elemental. Anything I can imagine being, doing, or having, I can be, do, or have. Spirit wants you to be able to see this possibility for you, to have gratitude for the possibilities, and knowing, to see the wisdom of your higher self, knowing that you can be, do, or have whatever you desire, whatever you can imagine, this imagination station of the third eye chakra. So bringing in to that heart space once again, calling back our personal power, the yellow and orange, nurturing that well-being feeling, nurturing our desires by imagining ourselves receiving them. That third eye chakra power, our ability to perceive, to it's also our center of imagination. My happiness is my greatest gift to others. Coming out under heart chakra, these green essences of green and blue, reminding you to seed your seeds of truth, to find the seeds of love and plant those seeds in life, to plant your seeds of happiness. First, I reach for joy and all else follows. First, I get connected to that heart space. And yes, when shadow comes up, when it's time to do that introspective work, bringing in some empathy into the process. Selfishly seek joy because your joy is the greatest gift you can give to anyone. Unless you are in joy, you have nothing to give anyway. So seeking joy so that we can reach out our heart and our hand and connect and unite others to their joy, to their heart space, to their sense of happiness. Because nothing is more important than that I feel good. So don't do what doesn't feel good. Nurture what feels good. Find this flow, this intuitive flow with water elemental, and water the creations that we wish to flower, to bloom. Reach for those blooms, reach for that happiness, which is reaching for this tree. Don't do anything you don't really want to do. Keep yourself in a place of feeling good. Reach for the thought that feels better and watch what happens. Again, that's that shadow work, and also reaching for the wisdom in the lessons, in the experiences. No one else needs to know this. No one else needs to know what we're releasing. No one else needs to know our truth, because whose truth is the true truth? Only your truth is true to your experience. But this is about a knowing as well, opening up to that knowing, that wisdom. You are the attractor of your experience, just you. What is true to your experience, what is true to your intuition, to your wisdom, is part of your knowing, your experience, crown chakra energies. I am learning that all problems resolve themselves. Can you hear this wisdom, this knowing? And acknowledge the tides that, sometimes the tides in life go out. The truth. Take back your power, this essence of yellow, from any sense of anxiety over our creations coming into fruition. And on the opposite of our problems resolving themselves, of these shadow mental patterns being resolved, relieving ourselves of them. And my joy does not depend upon the approval of others. We find the wisdom in this, find the grounding in this, and you can step out of this tower, you can come out of hiding and allow yourself to connect to what it is you want to be, do, and have, to ground in your joy, to ground in your desire, and never again depend upon the upon the approval of others, for your happiness, for your self-acceptance. Go to the Wild Unknown Tarot for the next leg of this little journey here. This flight. This intercontinental flight. These readings are timeless and meant to find those who need to hear them. Need to hear, see, and know the messages coming through at this time. Angel spirits and guides, ascended masters and ancestors. What do we have for the viewer? Meow. What do we have? Meow. What else do we have for the viewer? We're having a wonderful week so far. Any further cards as well as underlying energies. So we have the Two of Cups, water energies coming through, Cancer, Pisces, and Scorpio, bringing up this reiteration of finding connection to you, this reunion of the masculine and feminine within, reuniting yourself with your joy, with your stability, with unconditional love, and the flow, the connection to our intuition. We also may be receiving a little gift this Valentine's Day, a little gift of roses, bringing in this essence of romance coming through, romancing ourselves. Bring yourself a little empathy, a little loving compassion. Making the choice, or the number 2, to tune into relationship with you. Three of Pentacles, self-mastery, putting in the work, building the foundations. We're working our way towards stability, getting grounded, calling back our power and tuning into our truth, connecting through the heart space and through wisdom. This is putting in the effort towards self-mastery, but also through connection, through our gifts, sharing our gifts with others, sharing our body of wisdom with the Pentacles, sharing your greatest gift, which is your happiness, which is this sense of connection in body, mind, and soul. This 3 pentacle being this triad connection, body, mind, and soul. 0 point energy, the Fool, asking you to be fresh, to be a student of life, to be able to have gratitude for what we learned, to be ready to try something new, to come out of our fears, to come out of comfort zones and guardedness, to jump into these soul level experiences that just coming through, soul level experiences, reunion of souls, maybe coming back together with our twin flame. Maybe this is a path for some of you of a reunion with a twin flame, but also it just reminds us to bring love into the situation, to radiate from a place of love, to sprinkle your seed of love and happiness, your sense of joy, your connection to a balanced masculine and feminine within, expressing all of the rainbow of you, all of the prismatic expression of your chakras, of your rainbow light. Starseed Lightworker, reach out for as a lover and receive love. It's an opportunity to find that union of love within and out, and to utilize your intuition to uncover what we haven't been seeing, to see what's in the depths. With the Moon card, Cancer, again, Cancer, Pisces, and Scorpio, reminding us to follow our intuition, to find that sense of connection, to know that nothing is more important that you feel good. Five of Swords, this is yesterday's card, coming out in reverse. Reminding that you're overcoming any sense of immaturity. We've found mature ways of addressing our mentality during this Aquarius season, during this pattern of an air sign, during this cycle within an air sign. We are learning that all problems resolve themselves when we approach life from a balanced and mature way. Eight of Cups. We've experienced some loss along the way. Not all relationships and connections are meant to weather these storms, this life experience. It's a time to know that your joy doesn't depend upon the approval of others, upon these relationships where we feel like we're walking on broken glass. It's time to keep moving forward, to move forward towards connection and leave these broken connections in the past. Eight of Cups, reminding you to take back your power. Yes, the Yes card. And the Clarity card, this is bringing you clarity. It's also an opportunity to find this clarity, this aha, with the third eye chakra, this wisdom, this seeing, this knowing, also this connection to self, this connection to the lover you, to your prismatic infinite self, to your loving source energy self, your connection to your higher self. We have the Five of Pentacles. This is like scarcity. We've dealt with, may have had some scarcity, some shadows around not feeling worthy of receiving union as we approach, go be it Valentine's Day tomorrow. We're being asked, where do you feel unworthy? Where inside your vessel, Five of Pentacles, have we decided those parts of ourselves were too ugly to look at? That dying rose wasn't as beautiful as ones in connection? That the dying rose has so much to teach us? The connections, the experiences, what we experienced with this vessel, this body, these passions, these pleasures. Today is about finding that reunion of the self with the ugly parts of ourselves that we tend not to look at, the shadow or devil parts of you. And welcome to February 13th, an expressive journey of self-acceptance. Expressing as the lovers Spirit wants you to do. Amidst this emotionally detached air of Aquarius season, that emotional detachment, detaching ourselves from those old patterns. Devotion and the number 6 ask you to approach today from the heart instead. Rather than playing it safe and protecting your pride, spend unapologetic time with the people and projects you adore most. And look out for how you can be most useful to whatever your soul belongs. But as you do transition in the Six of Swords, ask you to part ways with old and outdated mental patterns that keep you from true emotional freedom. Whether it be the fear of abandonment or betrayal, unburden yourself from this historical baggage. Take a look at where your mind gets the best of you in your relationships and turn this fear over to someone you trust. Releasing through reaching out. There's more introspective work to be done, however, as Shadow, the devil, asks you to acknowledge your subconscious penchant for self-sabotage. By recognizing that your destructive habits are really making a deeper belief that you are unworthy of happiness, you can find new freedom and self-acceptance. If you can reach for empathy for the parts of you that learn to fear expansion, you'll thrive. Yeah, it's that Five of Swords, Eight of Cups energy. The mental patterns of immature ways of looking at relationships, troubles we went through, causing you to have decided that you're unworthy of finding union again, finding connection again with self, with others, with the world. Today's mantra: I will work through the fears and destructive behaviors that block me from open-heartedness. Today's journal prompt: when and where did I learn to fear my own happiness? Today's ritual: spend some time in the dark. Find an enclosed room in your home or place of work that feels safe. Shut the lights off and, if possible, draw the blinds. Place your hand over your heart center and repeat the words: without darkness, there would be no light. Fyodor Fyodor Chaliapin, Russian opera singer, born on this day. George Simenon, Belgian French writer, and Sarojini Naidu, Indian political activist and the poet known as the Nightingale of India, said this: we want a deeper sincerity of motive, a greater courage in speech, and an earnestness in action. Sincerity, courage, earnestness. Courage to face your shadows. Sincerity to continue to be devoted to you. And what was the other word? Earnestness to transition to a different perspective, into a new place of knowing. So I hope this found you on a lovely altitude today. And before you soar off, thank you for your likes, shares, and subscribes. Remember, keep tuning into your balance, your wisdom, your heart. Take care. I love you. Namaste. Bye.